Everybody, Xavier Nash here in Arlington, Texas, going live. So, I hope everyone is doing well. Today's topic, 1 foot in, 1 foot out. Basically, what that means is you cannot live in the word and in the world. Just saying. Also, well, hello there. I'm watching My Crazy Ex on Tubi right now. Like I said or mentioned before on my last live, I like to analyze things and learn. Even if all these are fabricated, the story still sticks, and situations like these are relatively close to it. Or if not, and they're just made up, you want to learn what not to do and who to avoid. So it helps either way. But topic at hand, 1 foot in, 1 foot out. That's a big no-no. Not just in the word, but when you backtrack or you do one thing and then you end up doing something that contradicts your voice later. Like you don't practice what you preach, basically. What I mean by that is guys and girls, they will literally complain about one thing, either online or in person to me, or I'll see something, a forum, or, on Reddit, Quora, what have you. And it's like, because the next day, it's like, what are you talking about? I don't even approach them or call them out. I am now. If the shoe fits, wear it. But an example, again, from my perspective, I'm a guy, but this applies to guys as well, you dirty dogs. Let's say that, let's see a good topic. Let's see. Let's say, I was sitting in my car. Let's say a man goes and, hold on one moment. Go away from that. Someone's trying to text me while I'm going live. Let me turn this volume down. There we go. Perfect. Anyway, let's say a guy says, oh, perfect. Let's use this guy on the show. Let's say that he hates when woman rubs against his head. It's something simple. I'm just using this as an example. And the next thing you know, he's allowing someone to rub against his head and he don't even know this girl. Or let's say that, hey, I couldn't stop thinking about let's take it up a notch. I couldn't stop thinking about people have their own reasons, but let's go to one of the nitty gritty things, the elephant in the room. Let's go with the industry, adult industry. There are many women and men that leave it and they do seek God, which I'm always happy to hear about that. And I'm always happy because the man or woman that marries the ex-star, they literally don't hold them accountable for their past, which you shouldn't. If you're going to be with someone, make sure you don't judge them by their past, because we are not defined by our past. And they live a good life from what is seen or kept up by journalists. But then you got the ones who, I can see the angle they're going with. Me personally, I don't want nothing to do with it no more. Porn addiction is still an addiction. It really is. But that's neither here nor there. I'll talk about that later on. But let's say they quit and then they start up an OnlyFans. It's like, okay, they got their own reasons. Let's say they quit because they don't want a man to be over their product, their productivity. I'm trying to figure out what the word is. I don't know. My brain's not braining right now. Yeah, their product. Let's just say that their videos. I get that. I get that angle, but you don't want to have 1 foot in, 1 foot out. You saying I'm quitting the industry, but then you turn around and you start still doing your own thing with the same stuff. The slogan, sex sells. That's been one of Satan's most diabolical sayings for centuries. Sex sells. It's true. Don't make it right though. I'm just saying, no man or woman should be paying for it. It's bad. Stripping, go-go dancers, I feel like that's a bit different. Not by much, but at least they got a plan. They do enough to get through college and whatnot. Some adult stars do it too to get through college. Some hang on to get those big millions, maybe even to the billions. And then they, hey, I respect it. No hate, just an observation from my perspective. But when I see that, like I said, man or woman, because I've seen plenty of them through the years or heard about their stories, and I'm just like, hmm. But then you find out they got a plethora of extra links and stuff. It's like, oh, I thought you were done. But I'm like, all right, get your bread. They do it for their own reasons. I get it, but that's a case of having one foot in, one foot out. Like you say you're gonna do this, but then you turn around and still doing the main point of you leaving there. At least from my perspective, was because you didn't want to be part of that no more. But it turns out it wasn't the fact that you were being, what's the word I'm trying to look for? Degraded. It was the fact that you didn't want no man to have power over you when you can make your own product and sell it how you want to do it. I'm not going to get into the details. If y'all look at this stuff, cool. I stopped looking at that a long time ago. No hate. Make your money. Do what you can. If it's for a good cause, cool. If you do it because you love it, cool. I'm not gonna lie. I wouldn't mind being friends with one, but they'd hate to be around me because of I'm not here to convert you. I'm here to be friendly. I'm here to be the light in the world. So yeah, I'm a man of God. So yeah, it's that simple. But I do give kudos for the ones that want to erase their past, because I do think, in my humble opinion, that if someone wants to get away from the industry while I'm still on the topic, they should have their stuff scrubbed, start clean. If I don't know the whole details, but from a God perspective, I think if they want to give their life to the Lord, this is just my opinion, then everything should be wiped away. Yeah, they probably made millions or hundreds of thousands while working with the industry, doing videos or shoots or whatever. But if they really want to walk away from it and they giving their life to the Lord, I feel like it should be just clean, scrubbed clean, wiped clean. Where does that leave the industry? I honestly think the industry could do with a whole, yeah, yeah. It took me a while to get to this point of saying that with a authentic assurance, because yeah, yeah, spanking the monkey ain't good. You lose your energy that way. For one, it's supposed to give you a high amount of dopamine or something, an energy boost, but that's a temporary relief. I'm just letting you know right now, first and foremost. I'm just being authentic. You don't want to be doing that. It's no good. And then the whole other thing, where I think I spoke on this, but I'll bring it up again. When you have to pay to meet your star or whatever, they making their money, but you got to think about it this way. If anybody really cares about you, would you have to be paying for them? This is different if you're going to see a therapist. If you're going to see a therapist, you're paying them because they're there to help you out with your mental capacity. I don't pay for that because my therapist is the Most High God. So I won't go to no therapist of any kind. But yeah, I believe if they really want to start a new life and get away from it, I believe that they should have everything wiped clean. The industry does need to get wiped out. Now, most guys, girls, divas, pimps out there, if they're like, they're probably viewing my thing like, man, you don't know what you're talking about. I'm just saying my opinion on the whole ordeal, Because what the industry does is they'll get them when they're 18. That's what I've noticed. At least that's what I think. I'm pretty sure they've got them when they were under 18 and then waited until they hit 18 for their birthday. And then they said, finally, let's get you into the industry. Again, no one forces them, but at that age, you're still growing mentally. And they see that as fast money, like the easiest thing. But you hear stories about the drug use and abuse and whatnot, and I'm just like, I said, Lord save them. And then it's just bad. Some of them can't hack it. I'm not saying they're in a good way. They just can't stay in the industry, so they OD, and it's just sad to hear. They don't give life a chance. They don't try to search for other outlets, other jobs. And it's bad. The oldest profession, night girl work, you know what I mean. Don't want to say the word. I've learned that if you want to help someone, just help them. Don't try to do it because you want to get a little action from them. I've grown a lot. I've turned to a new leaf. Now, like I always say, when I bring that up, use discernment, because when you're a Christian or a child of God, I'll say that, people will try to use that against you. Like they need help and they're like, aren't you a Christian? Aren't you people supposed to be helping? And it's like, bitch, I'm going to tell you right now, I'm not the one you want to try. Don't try to use that against me because it will come out. This warrior right here, I'll show my warrior side real quick. I'm just saying. Don't try to use God against me. Don't try to use the word against me. I'll repent later on or right there after the interaction, but don't try to use God against me because, like I said many times, most people will try to use the word of the Lord against you because Satan knows every word of the Lord as well. And he'll try to use that to try to get close to you, or his minions to get close to you also. So you got to be wary of that. But yeah, 1 foot in, 1 foot out. You can't be in the world and trying to be in the word at the same time also. So that's why I brought that up. It's just something I've noticed. And like I said, they may have their own reasons. Some of them probably look at this and rolling their eyes or just like, I'm like, I'll accept it. I don't care. I really don't. Like, it's like, missed me. I'm just saying from my perspective, doesn't make it true. If you feel some kind of way, that should tell you something needs to be healed on the inside. Maybe. I don't want to make no judgment. I think you're a beautiful person. I think you're all beautiful people. I hope y'all are having a wonderful day, a wonderful evening right now. But yeah, like I said, it's man and woman in the industry that need to turn away from it. It just happens to be more females in the industry, and I get it. They don't want to have a man over them controlling what they make and how they move and how they act. And I get it. But the ones that I've seen or heard about through journalists or podcasts or whatnot about their time in the industry and the ones leaving and turning a new leaf over to the Lord, I'm like, and I just get a little curious and I'm like, okay. And I'm like, okay, they actually mean it, most of them. And then there's the ones that leave the industry, but then they still got outlets and whatnot. It's like, oh, okay, I get it. That means you left because you didn't want to have that control over you. That's another way of looking at having 1 foot in, 1 foot out. Kind of like when you hear someone say something on a post or whatnot, saying all guys just want is sex. And on another post, they turn around and post something like, who wants to bang or whatnot. Either as a bait attack. I've seen this happen on dating apps or apps like Meet Me, Scout, Tag, Facebook, Instagram. Some of them will try to do that, and it's either bait or they just say it just because. and then they won't live by their own word. It's like, I don't say nothing about it. Some guys will, some girls will, but it's like, it's no point, because if you're gonna say and do what you're gonna do, by the end of the day, we're all human, most of us anyway, or some of y'all. If you know, you know. But let's just say you want to practice what you preach. I'm trying day by day. I know we all fail each day, but God's got us. So, you know, keep up the good work, y'all. If you're doing the best you can, God is proud of you. There are those who love you that are proud of you. I'm proud of myself, how far I got here, how far I've come. And let's see. It says accept. Let me see here real quick. What's going on? Hold on. Just want to make sure that it's actually gonna appear. Yellow. Okay. Cool. Yo, can you hear me? What's going on? Okay. Yeah, I got my volume up. But yeah, as I was saying, you don't want to have one foot in, one foot out. Stick to what you said if you can't help it. If you can't, then I ain't got nothing to say for you. I'm just speaking about how some people contradict themselves. Basically, they'll say one thing but entertain the thing that they detest. They detest. There we go. And it's like really? It's just something that popped up in my head. I'm like, I gotta talk about this real quick. Like, it's something that I've seen many times throughout the entire year. They're like, who are you to judge? I'm just making an observation, talking about my perspective. If you feel like I'm judging you, that tells you a whole lot. I'm just saying. And in the background, I'm watching My Crazy Ex. I like watching these shows because certain things I pick up on, and it's like certain mannerisms, certain quotes and things. I like to analyze certain things to watch out for in a person, a female or a man, like this guy. Hold on. So this episode right here, this one's about her. That's her crazy ex right there. Apparently he has a fetish or a condition where he sucks on his thumb and whatnot. He has a condition where he doesn't get turned on unless he's playing like a baby or something. And apparently whatever the condition is called, it's actually a real condition. I'm like, oh, well, I'll be damned. I'm like, shit. I actually looked it up before. I forgot what it was. I'm going to look it up again after I get off this live. But I was like, oh, okay. I thought she was just saying something. There's some conditions out there that I'm not aware of. And I'm like, okay, the more you know. But yeah, other than that, stay true to yourself. Stay to your word if you can. And it doesn't just, what I was talking about before, it doesn't just apply to females and males in the industry. It applies to everyday things. It can apply to a garbage man, a CEO, just about anyone, kids, teenagers. Basically, you don't want to come across as a liar. Like, let's say that I say, man, I don't like women that wear bikinis because that's just so unattractive. Then you see me going around on Facebook, ding, 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 hearting all these chicks with bikinis and whatnot. It'll make me contradict myself and a liar. I'm just throwing it out there because I like women. I like the woman's shape. Like, yeah, if I think they're fine, I think they're fine. As a man of God, I don't entertain it though. Like, I don't do that. Like, I can tell when someone's trying to tease me, trying to send a trap towards me, trying to tempt me. There we go. I mean, I'm gonna look. I'm like, skip. And I mean, it can be 100 times in a row, and I'll be like, okay, cool, skip, skip. Okay, cool, skip, skip. Doesn't mean I hate them or nothing. I think they're attractive, but I'm not gonna be one to just be like, dang, I gotta go chase that. I don't do that chasing game no more. The old version of me, yes, and it was pathetic as hell. There's more than one way to view chasing. For me, I said it's like desperation, trying to get a female's attention. This can apply to males or females, by the way, but this is my perspective. Trying to get someone's attention, trying to do the utmost for them without receiving any of that love back, and also trying to, you basically lower your self-esteem in the process while not receiving anything. It doesn't have to be sex, any love, any, you know, just, no appreciation at all. And it's just sad, to be honest. Hey, but you just want to make sure that whatever you do it out of love and not out of an ambition towards a goal to try to take from somebody. Yeah, I guess that's the best way to put it. But yeah, to recap, practice what you preach, don't contradict yourself, and move with love. That's all I gotta say about this one. Anyway, I'm getting off for now. I may go back on later. If not, y'all have a blessed and wonderful day. Y'all stay blessed and Godspeed. Love y'all. Peace. If I can get this to close, I'm actually gonna see if I can download this.